Okay, my number one like personal thing that I've learned doing sparring and stuff with people in like kung fu style uh, is that the whole thing about where the footwork is, like that's where it's at. Feel like I know that's I always wonder why that notion is so emphasized. There's a lot of reasons, but one of them is in a fight. I feel like, especially if the two people are well matched and they know what they're doing, then the footwork is where the who is it balanced, who has their balance, is going to be what determines who's going to take the advantage and have the opportunity to finish the fight. So, in my experience, when you're, you know, sparring with someone, you get your hands, you're tangled up, or you're each kind of, guarding yourself pretty well, so you're not getting any full-on blows in. Then what happens is that if you can go in and like knock someone's knee, so that they buckle, and then you push forward with the same technique, they'll be able to continue blocking, but the integrity of their structure has been lost. They're either going to fall back, or they're going to have to like do something to get their, something risky to get their balance back. But anyways, you have the forward momentum and the attack at that point. So another thing is, like if someone were to come at you and like grab your shirt, like one thing you could do is, well, that's what this whole, this kind of thing, I can't do it that well, where they're like, I don't know, whatever. Um, so if like someone to grab your shirt, then you go, imagine their hips right here, right, around here, and their legs are there, and they grab you, right? Then you put your foot through their leg, right, and just, now my hip is right where their hip used to be. Their hip was like right there, right where this is. So, and then their hip has to move. And at that point, even if you just push them away, and then you can just get out of there, depending on the situation. But the point is, you've moved into that aggressive, advantageous position. So I feel like controlling the opponent's like hip balance, well, their balance in general primarily through the hip, or like being aware of how the hip's related to the legs. So pushing the hip away from the solid base of the legs, like it's a triangle, and I think moving people at their hips is really like easy. Like once you get in there and you push at the hip level, that's the center of gravity. So you're gonna get a good response if you are structurally integrity. If they have the structural integrity, you try to push their hips, then you're gonna get the full like weight of their center of gravity, their gravity, and the force will return back into you. So I think that's it.